5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Carnivore Power Duo. I am Coach Michelle. Coach is upstairs changing his shirt because it is his birthday week, and our said oldest child is taking him fishing this morning. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Immi, I don't even know how to say this. Sorry, it's always Renee, Tex. Welcome in on YouTube. Welcome in on TikTok. We are dual doing it today. Tex, welcome in. Breach, welcome in. Amber, good morning. Good morning. Oh, Dad, I'm here, he says.
Okay.
Well, I cannot do that. So, yeah, so just come say hi to everybody quick, and then you wore it. Yeah.
Came out of the drawer.
Oh, that is weird. Oh, I thought it was the whole one. So just good morning, Sean. What's going on? Did I feed the lizard yet? Actually, Amber, he did, because he's going fishing with our oldest son. So, but come say hi before you and Marcus have daddy son time.
Champions. Glory to God. What's up? Amen.
So we're going to have some fun time today. We are going to discuss why dairy is not carnivore and why. I'm actually going to break down the science today for you guys. We had that question. What do you need, babe? And don't forget to leave me the keys. We had a great question. Danielle, good morning in our group. So guys, if you are on TikTok today, tomorrow, and Friday will be our last morning live on TikTok. We are transitioning solely to YouTube. Not when you walked in the door. I don't think so. I mean, when I saw you, you just had a shirt on. We will be on YouTube from now on in the morning time. We will be coming on TikTok intermittently throughout the week, but that is going to be our home base moving forward. So if you are not following us on YouTube, it is at Carnivore Power Duo. But today, I'm gonna break down quickly what carnivore is in a moment as you guys are getting on. Okay, cool, Amber. Yeah, you're fine right now, but moving forward, but if you guys know, you know. Yeah, if you're a regular, get over on YouTube. If you're brand new, just hang out on TikTok, but know that we're going to be over on YouTube. So let's do a quick check-in as you guys are coming in. So if you are brand new to our TikTok channel, if you're brand new to our YouTube, welcome. We're so excited you're here on YouTube. You can share it on other platforms, which we would love. If you're on TikTok, go to that share button, go all the way to the left and hit repost. That would be amazing. You still could not open the link, Amber. That is really, really bizarre. But if you go into the link in our bio, Amber, and you hit how to work with us and you hit Academy, it'll go right to the subscribe thing, and you put in all your information. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Bubbles, Danielle. All right, you guys, I'm just getting ready to say goodbye to my hubby as he goes fishing for his birthday with his son. So he's really excited. Oh, my knee just locked out. I need to go get my hot water. So everybody talks amongst yourselves while I go get my hot water, because it is cold this morning. Maybe you could go say goodbye to everybody or hi to everybody before you leave. Yeah, you could do that while I go kiss our son. Okay, I am back. I got my hot water. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Coach, I think he's gonna come say goodbye really quick, and then I'm gonna go give my son a hug, because you know, every time I can touch my child, because he doesn't live with us anymore. I'll tell you something. Getting older sucks because your kids move out. You know, I literally, I'm very happy for him. He's getting his own life. He's got his own place. He's a man. He's 24. But mama's heart aches because he was my he was my partner in crime. So our oldest child, I always say the reason why you went into the profession you went in is thanks to me. And he laughs at me because we started watching things like Criminal Minds when he was like 10 and all the forensic shows and all that, like all the, can I say this? I could say it on YouTube, all the serial killer stuff. So I always say, you could thank me for your line of work. But yeah, as you guys are coming in, welcome. This is a Carnivore Power Duo station. All right. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody really quick? And then I'm going to go hug our child.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, champions. Oh, let me get my fishing camera. Woo! Daddy's going fishing, Knuckles. Yes. Well, maybe I'll just eat those fish right on the shore, right? That's because we are a carnivore. How you guys doing? So if y'all haven't, who's joining me for my birthday 90-day awakening challenge? Put 3 in the chat. The Holy Spirit, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, God, the Holy Spirit, and the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Any 3s? We got any 3s? There's a bunch of you in here, I know. Danielle, I know you're in it. 3, yeah, can't wait. We start officially, guys. Officially, you guys can be getting a head start. We start officially on the 31st. I am going to do a workout later in the afternoon, so be prepared. When I get back from Coachella, we're going to do an impromptu workout in the garage. I learned that from my dad many years ago. He always worked out on his birthday. So in honor of my dad, I always do a workout on my birthday. Even when he had Parkinson's up into his 80s, he was always work out on his birthday. So we will be doing a workout here when we get back. So be ready for that. Okay, guys? Here's what you need to understand with Coach, as Team Coachella found out last night. Once again, God-driven, what, Coach? Action coach. I'm not a planner, not like my wife. So last night, they got a call about half hour before. Guys, we're doing our first workout in 30 minutes. Be at the house. And they were there. And I said, let's get ready to coach. That's how Coach rolls. So be ready to take action at any time, okay? Glory to God.
My middle daughter lives next door. I'm so jealous, Lisa. All right. Have a good time. All right, you guys. Well, don't forget your food.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't forget your food. I'm so jealous that your middle child lives next door. If only I was so lucky. So our son lives about 20 minutes from us. It's not bad. But honestly, with his schedule, I literally just said to him as I was outside, I go, okay, mommy's son date. When are we going? He's like, tomorrow, 11:30. I said, I'll be there. So yeah, he has like a crazy schedule, but I'm always grateful when I get a chance to give him a big burly hug because he's a big boy. Our oldest is 6'3" and like 205, I think. He's well, you know what? I've shared him in our before and afters because he got on and the grandkids. I can't wait to have grandkids. All 3 of my children are single right now. So it might be a while before I have grandkids, but it's okay. They're young, 20, 22, and 24. I mean, no rush. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but anyway. All right, let's kick off this channel as you guys are here. I am going to go over all 3 lanes today, and we're going to talk about the ketogenic lifestyle and figuring out where you fit in the ketogenic lifestyle. Now, you know that this is the Carnivore Power Duo. We are carnivore, but that does not mean that you have to be carnivore. Anything that you can do within the ketogenic lifestyle is a blessing, is the best way that you are going to maximize your health. All right, so let's break it down. There are 3 lanes within the ketogenic lifestyle. There is keto, there is animal-based, there is carnivore, and carnivore actually breaks down to 2 subsections. So let's start with keto. Keto is carb cycling, 25 to 50 carbs, okay? So when you get on keto, because we were keto coaches for about 6 months, did not like it at all. I'll be honest with you. So what you would do is like for maybe 25 weeks, for 2 weeks, you would start with 50 net carbs. Then you can cycle with 25 net carbs every other 2 weeks, okay? Now, here's what's really important. Here's where I see where people make the mistake in the ketogenic lane. They do a lot of keto snacks, a lot of keto-friendly things. That is still processed. To do keto properly, you guys, that is meats and fats, yes. Limited vegetables. You have to hear the word limited. There is actually only 11 fruits and vegetables technically underneath the keto lifestyle, but people manipulate it to make it work for them. At the end of the day, if it works for you, great, but be very careful of all those processed things, right? Because isn't that the goal, is to get rid of the processed stuff? So doing keto the way keto is written is fantastic. Okay. But just be careful of not, are you at the door? Okay. No, you're good. Be careful of doing whole foods, not processed junk. That's right, Sean. Thank you for that comment. I'm going to bring this a little closer because the writing is very small there. Okay. Now let's talk about animal-based. Believe it or not, I would probably say 80% of you that think you're doing carnivore are actually doing animal-based. And let me tell you why. Animal-based is limited fruits and vegetables and dairy. There is no dairy on carnivore. And that's what I'm going to spend some time talking about today, because I literally am going to break that down for you. Okay. So we'll come back to animal. Well, let me tell you this. Animal-based is fatty cuts of meat and seafood. Okay. Good morning. Fatty cuts of meat and seafood, water, salt, grass-fed butter, and eggs. In limited amounts, fruits and vegetables that are on the low oxalated list, and dairy. Okay. Now, carnivore is now on animal-based as well. You can have honey, you can have monk fruit, you can have all those things that we do not do. Thank you, Mike, on carnivore. So what is carnivore? Carnivore breaks down into two lanes. You have strict, which as a coach, I think lions, but a lot of you guys think you're doing strict, but you're actually just doing carnivore. So lions is the meat from a ruminant animal only. That's very important for you guys to know. That is the big differentiate. It is ruminant meats only. What is a ruminant meat? That is from a 4-chambered stomach animal, like a cow, a lamb, a goat, a bison. Sean said yesterday, kangaroo. Yeah, I mean, the list goes on. And water and salt. That is it. Who does lions? Somebody who has a lot of inflammation, on a lot of medication, where healing is the number one thing that they want to do. Autoimmune, IBS. We recommend you get started on lions, okay? 30 to 90 days, depending upon what your body requires. Now, let's talk about carnivore. This is where 99% of you that are doing carnivore will hang out in. So what is carnivore? Carnivore is any fatty cut of meat, okay? Any fatty cut of meat, any fatty cut of seafood, water, salt, and like I said, if your body permits, grass-fed butter and eggs. That is carnivore. What more importantly is what we do not do on carnivore. We do not do any fruits and vegetables. We do not do any carbs, guys. Now, with that being said, that you will see sprinkles of a carb here and there on carnivore, because like, for instance, if somebody's doing a clean sausage, the encasing around the sausage will give you 1 carb. We don't care about that. Electrolytes is super important, that when you start on any ketogenic lifestyle, you are using electrolytes. Now, you know, we make our own. You saw me make it this morning. I put the trace mineral black fulvic acid right in my water. That's why it's black, if you could see that, and a pinch of salt. I do not do man-made electrolytes anymore, more so because the artificial sweeteners and there's carbs in it. Now, it's not a big deal when you get started. Why am I talking so loud? I don't know. Am I talking loud, guys? Anyway, I want to make sure you hear me. Now, more importantly, what we don't do on carnivores, we don't do any fruits and vegetables. That includes pickles, avocados. What else do I see? I see all kinds of crazy things. That will put you in animal-based. Very important that you guys understand that. Okay, thank you. I was like, I didn't think I was. Also, what we do not do any processed foods. None. Absolutely none. Okay. So along with the fruits and vegetables, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do any sugars. We don't do any artificial sweeteners. We don't do monk fruit. We don't do honey. Okay. Believe it or not, you've heard us say this before. Honey is actually, if I was on animal-based, I would probably do stevia and or monk fruit way over I would do honey, because the body simulates honey the same way it does high fructose corn syrup. Dr. Chafee calls it bee vomit, and he calls it that for a reason. Okay, we do not do sauces and gravies. Now, what I'm talking about are the things that say low carb, low sugar. Okay, now I know some of you guys do Frank's hot sauce and mustard because it's no carb, no sugar, la da 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 da. Guys, is it coming from an animal? I mean, you do you, but if you are not getting the goals that you want and you feel like you're stuck and you're frustrated, that's probably why you've got to start eliminating. All right, we also do not do coffee on carnivore. Sorry, it's a plant. Again, I will have to tell you, I saw the best video from Dr. Ken Berry yesterday, and I give him applause. He was at Starbucks. He goes, this is what I order at Starbucks. And he got coffee, and he added a little bit of he added a little bit of heavy whipping cream to it. And he said, you know what? He literally said, this is not wait, what was the words he said? There was, I wrote it down because I loved the way that, nope. We are not. Nope, stop. Oh, he said, it is not ancestrally appropriate on carnivore, but I do it because I like it. And you know what, you guys? I love that he said that, because it's the truth. And that's what I say to you guys. It's not ancestrally appropriate on carnivore. If you want to do it, have at it. But if you are stalled or you're not getting, your results, you're trying to figure out what is getting in the way of moving and healing your body. No. I will get the thing out. Then take it out, right? Take it out. Okay. So today I want to talk about dairy, because dairy is not carnivore. And let me explain to you why. What about no teas, my love? Tea is a plant. Again, here's what I'm going to say to you. I have clients that want to drink their tea. They don't put anything in it. If it's not bothering them, I can only deliver the information. Now, here's what I will say. With teas and coffees, as a hormonal woman, if this is you, if I'm speaking to you and you are just dying on a mountaintop and you must have it, which is really bondage, but that's what my husband would tell you. We are adults. We can make our own choices, but if you're still having problems, may require to try cutting it out. Absolutely. Absolutely, Sean. Carnivore is a lifestyle, but not the truth. Okay, Jan, you go with that. Anyway, I would recommend, if you're a hormonal woman, because it can really mess with you. If you're going to have it, I would actually have it with food. I would not have it on an empty stomach. You didn't miss much, Amber. We're just talking about, okay, so let's talk about dairy. How many of you guys put a 1 in the chat, whether you're on YouTube or you're on TikTok, put a 1 in the chat that you believe that dairy is carnivore? Put a 1 in the chat. I quit heavy cream yesterday. Let's go, carnivore caregiver. Oh, your iPad died. I hate when that happens. Put a 1 in the chat if you, I might put a 2. Okay. No, I love the honesty. Okay. Because there is a lot of misinformation. So let's talk about dairy for a second on carnivore. Carnivore is, that's right, it is animal-based. 100%, Emma, give you a gold star. I'll give you a cheer. So here's what carnivore is. Carnivore is the meats and the fats from an animal. I thought it was okay for almost 9 years. I've done bulletproof coffee with heavy cream. Here's the thing, carnivore caregiver. Again, if it's working for you, you're still under the ketogenic window, okay? Like, here's where I'm not a carnivore Karen at all. And I will make comments on videos. And here's what I say. I don't mind what anybody does. You're an adult. You choose whatever works for you. I am not going to ever tell you, you shouldn't do that. What I am going to tell you is if you ask me if it's carnivore, I'm going to give you the truth. No, it is not carnivore. Coffee is technically not carnivore. It's a plant. Okay. It's a neurotoxin. If you choose to do it and it works for you, have at it, But okay, hold on. I got some coming in here. But what about butter? I know you'll get that one. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. And eggs every night. No, I'm not working. I don't want that. The carrageenan in your body. Yeah, well, that's the thing, finding a clean, heavy whipping cream without carrageenan. Okay, yes, Sean, thanks for saying that. The reason why butter is considered a fat, and technically, yes, it is a dairy, but it has no lactose or it's pretty lactose free, and it doesn't have casein. So the body looks at it as a fat. But in general, dairy is the secretion of an animal. Okay, but yes, technically, dairy. Good morning, bad carnivore mama. Technically, dairy, butter, if we're being absolute, but the way the body recognizes it, it's more as a fat. We found in coaching our clients, butter is only 1% of issues for our clients. We do have some clients that cannot be on butter. They can't. Thank you for the roses. But, butter, dairy in general, if you are deciding to do dairy and you're going to be and you're going to be animal based, just watch, because dairy is super inflammatory. Okay. Dairy does stall weight loss. So if you're getting on carnivore for weight loss, Diamond, do you want me to do this? Because I'll do this. You see me? The best $7 I ever spent. I know TikTok changed its owners. That's why we're going over to YouTube, if I'm keeping it real. So we have 3 more days left. Why is she barking? Because the boys are playing, and that's her way of, but then I have this touchy little thing, and when I tap the button, it sends a sound and they stop. I know it's mean, but hey, it works, because I don't even want to chance it. Absolutely no dairy. Yeah. And I've been very honest with you guys. So yesterday was 7 weeks since having my full dental reconstruction surgery. I am on liquids and soft foods only. I am not allowed to chew. So I have not had a steak in 7 weeks. I'm dying. But in the beginning, when I literally could not even do anything but liquids, I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to be animal-based, because I wanted to bring in raw milk, kefir, and whole fat yogurt that I had gotten from, thank you so much, that I had gotten from our grower. I felt inflamed within 3 days. I was like, we're not doing that anymore. Can you do this when you have diverticulitis? Absolutely. I will say this, user 3495, I would probably think about working with a coach. Maybe reach out to me. We can chat, maybe get in our academy. Diverticulitis is one of those things that you're going to have to, you can do it on your own. You're going to have to do a lot of research and a lot of studying, and you're going to have to learn what your body can do and what it can't until you heal. I think that's one of the, a beautiful woman that I'm going to be working with reached out to me yesterday, and she literally, her first words out of her mouth was, I tried this alone. It wasn't working. I really need some guidance. I said, let's go. So if that's you, reach out to me. This is what I do for a living. I love to help anybody, but I especially love to help women. Yeah. Oh, Carnivore Caregiver said it helped her diverticulitis. So there you go. There you go. Oh, I woke up this morning, it was 60 degrees in my house. I was like, brr. I know all of you that are in your areas where it's like 5 degrees. Believe me, is hard cheese also bad for weight loss? Well, yes, Rosmi. So here's the deal. Dairy is not carnivore. It is animal-based. If you are going to do dairy, let's talk about that for a second. A hard cheese, okay, like a cheddar, a Gouda. Mozzarella is considered a semi-soft. So that is animal-based, but 2 ounces or less daily. If you really want to keep, because you have to realize, guys, dairy also has carbs and isn't carnivore non-carb. Now, animal-based keto, you can have a handful of carbs, but at the end of the day, it still has carbs. It still has lactose. Lactose breaks down as sugar. Once you start this way of eating, it makes it much easier to identify what food causes inflammation, cut out the food noise. 100%. 100%. Like literally when I tried animal-based I didn't even make it a week. I was like, nope. And funny in fact, like I did kefir and it went right through me. Like literally, I didn't mind. I thought I wasn't going to like the taste or the texture. I didn't mind that. It went right through me. So I just went, okay, I'll just do my best. I had sausage and scrambled eggs. Okay. Yeah, good for you. Yeah. Yesterday I had I was out of ground beef. I was pissed and I didn't feel like going to the store. So I just chopped up my bacon. But I literally did a pound of bacon and like 8 eggs and scrambled it all up and I ate it. It was so good. But it's interesting. Like some days I'm good with it because it's all I've eaten for like the last 4 weeks since I've been able to have something somewhat. But I have to say, when March 10th comes, Coach Michelle will be taking a break from eggs because I literally go through about 20 eggs a day right now because it's the staple of what I eat. What do you put on your skin? Aw, who said that? Victoria. All right. Well, no, Danielle is over on YouTube, but if you go in the link in our bio, scroll all the way down to LK. So she's an esthetician and she does beef tallow. And that is all I use on my face is her product. Her product is amazing. Bacon is high in nitrates. It is known to cause cancer. Y'all do workouts on YouTube. We do workouts inside the academy, but not on YouTube yet. My wife made salmon patties last night and I wound up eating 10 over easy eggs with it. Yum. The whole bacon is high in nitrates and causes cancer. I don't know what I'm going to say about that. There's too many things that cause cancer. I'm not going to die on a thing for that. Do I ever make pasta? I do not. What's her name? Her name is, here. Can I write it? Oh, I could do this, Victoria. Hold on. I'm going to follow you back. And then I'm going to go at LK. Oh, it didn't do the at. Gosh darn it. Hold on. Let me do that again. Danielle, do me a favor. Pop over onto TikTok right now. And so she could connect with you with your tallow. Just saw yesterday that celery has more nitrates than bacon. Yeah, let's talk about that. That is the actual truth, Sean. I forgot about that. And I actually did see that research on that. Yes, there's more nitrates in celery than there is in bacon. Okay, so she says, I'm here, Victoria. It's LK Beauty. So let me make sure you follow her. Her products are amazing, you guys. It is all that I use. Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah. She's out of Oklahoma, where the wind, but her stuff is amazing. Like, do I have any? Hold on. Oh, I knew Coaches was down on his office. So yeah, they come in these cute little things. So this one is the face and this one is the body. My favorite. Excuse me. No barking. I don't even have to turn it on right now. I just have to go like this. Her account is private, but I followed. Is your account private, Danielle? I don't think it's private. Maybe it is, but I will make sure I connect you. Like you could even send me a message and I'll connect you guys. Yeah, I didn't think it was either, but yeah. Good. I love all of it. Where's my lip balm? I had it on this morning. Yeah, so let's talk about dairy again. So guys, it's super important. If you are doing animal-based and you want to do dairy, here are the parameters. 2 ounces or less of cheeses, okay? And then if you're going to do raw milk, and it's only raw milk, it's not any kind of milk, raw milk, kefir, and make sure it's organic, and whole fat yogurt. Okay. Raw. You hear me? Raw kefir, raw milk, raw whole milk, raw. Okay. And with those, 4 ounces or less daily, not each, a combo. That will put you in animal base. Because again, carbs, again, sugars, again, dairy stalls weight loss. So creates a lot of havoc for your hormones. I would recommend doing carnivore. Excuse me. I would recommend doing carnivore as written for 90 days. See how your body, if you're confused or if you think, like I had to say on a video last night, because, they were using dried milk powder. I see that a lot in the carnivore recipes, how to make the best carnivore bread. Guys, riddled with carbs. There is literally, Monique, I love you. Do you want to come up and say hi? Wait, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. You're probably crazy with the kids. But if you guys aren't following Monique, make sure you're following her. She's an amazing content creator. She happens to be one of my sweetest, dearest friends. We send cat pictures to each other all the time. Is there a special password? No, Jeannie, I sent you the exact, you should just click it and be right in there. But what I can do, honey, is I have the studio this morning, and then I'm at the food bank volunteering, but I can call you and walk you through. I know. Nice seeing you too, right? Who does not love Monique? Her videos are so great. She does amazing cooking videos, and especially with her kids, which I love. But yeah. But Jeannie, I'll call you and see if we can figure it out, because I sent you that exact link that you should be able to go right into the academy. Every time I hear the word kefir, I think of the show 24, Kiefer Sutherland. Oh, that's funny. Heading to Pilates. I figure that's why I did the time. I was like, I know she's like, go have fun, girl. Go have fun. I'm so excited that you started doing that. It's a really good studio. When she was thinking of, should I do this? I was like, let me see it. Let me see it. I'll tell you. Because, I love the show 24. Sean, I think I'm going to binge watch that again. You know what other one I like that he did? I love the last, oh, wait, what was it called? The one that he did, The Lone Survivor or something. No, that's wrong. The one that he did where like the whole government like got blown up, and he Designated Survivor. That's it. That was so good. Not going to lie. Your girl is hungry. Drink some water. Just kidding. Yeah, Designated Survivor. So good. Is that your polite way of saying you don't like the way that I redid your eating plan to match your lifestyle? Give it a week. Give it a week to adjust. So, chugging water like my life depended on it. Hey, you know what? Eat some butter. Have some butter. I know you're here for it. Guys, if you are, as your body's adjusting and getting used to, a lot of times your food signals are very off. So have some butter. When in doubt, eat butter. Not that I do, because you all know I don't like to bite into butter. The whole stick, you could. You literally could. My husband eats probably about a stick and a half every day. And look at him. Hottest 63-year-old you'll find. Seriously, like, it's crazy. Like, I always say to him, butter bites it is. There you go. Like him and Dr. Sean Baker's my age. He's 58, or maybe he's 59 now. I can't remember. And we're all like this. Dude, I'm in the best shape of my life, like literally crazy. How often do you have days where you are just hungry and you keep eating? Not often anymore. I went through, so one thing that you'll find, so this can happen to you guys. Sometimes, like if you have a lot of weight to lose and you drop 100 pounds, you may need less, you actually may need more. When I started losing and I got down and then I started incorporating more heavy weight training, I had to increase my food. I had hot water with raw apple cider vinegar this morning instead of coffee. Okay, I'll take it. I'm at a stick per day plus a tablespoon right before bed. Yeah. Yeah. I eat frozen butter when my family is eating desserts. All right, Lisa, I like that. That's a great idea. I love that. I went through a phase, Sean, where when I started increasing my weight training, I noticed that my body required more fuel. So I played around with yeah, I had a weird hunger day yesterday, but I'm PMSing. So yeah, I'm definitely going to add that 1 tablespoon of butter before bed. Yes, do it. Ashley's having I'm over on YouTube as well because starting Monday we're going to be on YouTube for our lives. Ashley, who's one of our clients, that butter has been huge. And if what you guys don't know is if you are insulin resistant, hormonal, you have a lot of your glucose is not firing properly. A little hack is having a tablespoon of butter right before bed. It helps calm the body, especially if it's in a fight or flight. It also helps you sleep better. So there's your little fun fact for the day. God knows I don't need. My husband was commenting. If you guys were on our live yesterday, he's not kidding. I sleep so deep now, it's actually crazy. And that was never me at all. Like I literally could hear a pin drop and I would wake up. How about coffee with butter and an egg yolk? Would that stall my weight loss? Well, let's talk about that for a second. And that was Rosmi. Okay. So number one, this is really important. We don't count calories on carnivore. However, it's important for you guys to know that 100 calories will break a fast. 1 tablespoon of butter is 100 calories. So if you are doing if you're doing a tablespoon of butter and an egg yolk, you have definitely gone way over. So you're breaking your fast. On carnivore, to be successful, you want to eat in a smaller window, fast in a larger window. So that's number one. Number two, there is no scientific proof that putting an egg yolk in your raw is beneficial for you. If you like to do it to make it frothy, go for it. Now, coffee is technically not carnivore. That could be stalling it. The best way to figure it out is take it out for 30 days. But I would tell you, Rosmi, and you may be doing this, if you want to continue doing it and it's not stalling your weight loss, I would do it in your window of eating. I just be careful about that because that seems to be the biggest issue. That seems to be the biggest issue I find with people that want to keep their coffee and are putting butter in it is the timing of it. So just be prepared to that. Okay. Please check out. Thank you. You are double dutying today, Caroline. I love you for that. Yeah, I hope that, you're welcome. I mean, listen, again, I just give you guys the science. You do what works for you. But at the end of the day, the best advice I can give you is if you're not sure if something is stalling your weight loss journey, take it out for 30 days. That's the only way you're going to figure it out. Now, when you've been carnivoring as long as I have, I think we're 560 something days at this point. I literally know within a second if something is not working for me. And like I said, when I tried animal-based for the week after my surgery, I immediately got inflamed. My knee started bothering me. Like I was like, oh, you're out. Yes, thank you for that, Caroline. I love that you are double dutying because I'm going like this. Holy moly, what is your LDL? Well, believe it or not, I was actually kind of bummed that my cholesterol was not as high as I would have thought it should be. My triglycerides were like nothing. They were like 77. My LDL actually wasn't that high, which is surprising to me because when you eat red meat, it does. But guess what? I have a great video. One of the top renowned cardiac surgeons did a video, was interviewed the other day. And he said that high cholesterol is not what is the issue, is not what causes heart attacks. So from a cardiologist, there you go. I could care less what my numbers were. May I ask what your LDL number is? I would have to go back in my blood work and look. I believe, if I remember, my total cholesterol was 403. My triglycerides were 77, which is what you want to be concerned with. That is the number that you want to be like, that needs to be low. Mine was super low. I think my LDL was 1 something. I don't remember, to be honest with you, because I really don't give a crap. My blood work and my overall health is so good, like it's kind of scary good. Like I'm in like exemplary. My A1C, this is what you should be concerned with, you guys. What is your A1C and what is your fasting glucose? If your A1C needs to be below 5.7, okay? Mine was 4.8, I think. And I forget, but it was 4 something. And your fasting glucose needs to be 100 or less. Mine was 72. I gotta go. I forget. Again, these are the things that you want. We've worked with so many clients that had A1Cs in the 7s and 8s, and within 3 months of being on carnivore, they're down in the 5s. Carnivore helped me come off my blood pressure medication. Let's go. Let's go. My fasting glucose, even on carnivore, was always 125 and under. Yeah, I'm just so sweet. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And my blood pressure, you guys, like all of it. Those are the things that you want to be concerned with. My blood pressure, well, I'm like the Walking Dead. My blood pressure is 90/50, but that's because I dance. My cardiologist told me yesterday to keep with my carnivore journey, said a ketogenic lifestyle is the best for my heart and diabetes. Well, there you go. There you go, people. Doctors are starting to get it. They're starting to understand. They're starting to open up. And especially since the food pyramid has been flipped, blood pressure is 110/65. That's amazing. My A1C went from 6.4 to 4.9. Marcia, that is winning. Monique, that's excellent. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal blood pressure. Love that. It's probably all the Pilates you're doing and your Taekwondo and all the crazy stuff you do. Hey, are you in the line? Because my mom's expecting snow on Sunday. Are you guys getting snow there as well? God. Oh, I'm so glad I live here now, even though I think it's very cold today. Yeah. I know my mom's like, I'm so sick of this. Oh my God, you just said it. I'm sick of it. My mom just said, I'm so sick of this damn snow. And I was like, yeah, that's why I moved. Snow's really pretty to look at when y'all send me pictures. But as you can tell, like I am so cold right now. It's like 60 degrees right now. And I know you're all like, shut up. But this is great. Keep your questions coming. Guys, there's only 2 more days to get in the academy for the 90-day awakening. If you're interested, make sure you reach out. I've always wanted to go on the health and wellness field, but never agreed with the pyramid. Oh, yeah, for sure. North Carolina's supposed to get some snow Saturday. I'm sorry, Kanan. Yeah, I've never. And you know what's so funny? If you've never been on our lives, I had a deep discussion with our primary. Now, he respects me and I respect him, but I can't wait to have another conversation with him because he's like, I just fear that you not having greens is not going to be healthy for you, Michelle. And I'm like, oh, doc, guess what? Poop, food pyramid turned upside down. Where are your greens now? Wait, Marsha, what did you say? I love the snow, but it literally, yeah, it shuts Alabama down because well, it's like in California. Like I live in Southern California. When it rains, you would think it was snowing, but it's because we do not have, I will let you out, Knuckles. We do not have the drainage and it literally just floods like crazy. My coworker just had a CAC test and his calcification number came back. Oh, whoa. At over 1,000. And he's been sad diet all his life. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. And that's on the sad diet. Hold on. I need to let the dogs out. I'm a coming. I'm a coming. Here you go, guys. Go have a blast. Go run around and go do doggy things. All right. They were whining at the door, so I had to let them out. That is so scary. That is so scary. Yeah. So, guys, here's the deal. If you're on carnivore, okay, and your doctor is still giving you a whole bunch of crap about your cholesterol, saying that you need to get on a statin, remember, here's the conversation. How long till it cures me? He's going to say never. You're going to be on it for the rest of your life. And you're going to go, okay, run my blood work. Let me know. Yeah, exactly. Let me know what my A1C and my fasting glucose is. If your A1C is below 5.7 and your fasting glucose is under 100, you have nothing to worry about. If your doctor's still up your butt about it and still on the whole statin train because it's all about this, then you say, because this is a paid test, say, hey, doc, I'll be open to this if you will run me a CAC test. That is a calcium. That's to find out the the calcification around your artery. Okay. It is a very expensive test, but if your doctor orders it and your number is 0 or close to 0, you are fine. And you don't get on a statin. The side effects of a statin are far worse than your cholesterol. I can tell you that. I've seen it. I've studied it. So that's my 2 cents on any medication, right? Any medication, guys, do your research. Now, I'm not saying all medication is bad. I'm just saying that, like if you're going to be on an antibiotic, you know that it's going to be 5 to 7 days. But if they want to put you on something for life, you need to do the research. Is it going to cure you? Well, probably not if you have to be on it for life. And what is the managing? How much does it manage? Is it worth it? All the studies on what a statin actually does, and it's terrible, 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 terrible. Cholesterol equals brain food. That's right. Your brain needs cholesterol. That's why the number one side effect that happens to people on carnivore is no more brain fog. So if you have brain fog, you are not doing carnivore properly. Because the second you dial that in, guys, if you're not lowering your inflammation, if your brain fog is not going away, if your sleep isn't steadily improving, if your energy is not steadily improving, you are not doing carnivore properly. And that's when you pick up the phone and dial 911 Carnivore Power Duo and let us help you. Those should be the first things right off the bat. Every single person should have success on their first week on carnivore. You want to know why? Because you are getting rid of all the inflammation from the carbs and sugars. That immediate release that everybody gets is not true weight loss, but is inflammation loss. And if that is not happening, you are not doing something right. I'm on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, here's the deal though, Lisa. There are some medications that, people need to be on. Now, is that a cholesterol medication? Because I don't know that one. I'm giving up coffee on Friday for at least 30 days. Yeah, Tara, there you go. And a blood pressure med. Here's the deal. The great thing about a blood pressure medication, every single one of our clients has dropped their blood pressure medication. With doctor's approval and with not, because they don't need it. They see how their body's changing by eating this way. Tara, I love that because that'll be the first 30 days of the 90-day awakening. And you know what? You may find that you just don't need it anymore. And thyroid. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I have 3. Well, Danielle's one of them. She's completely off. Ashley's, not thyroid medication, but she's working through stuff. We have clients right now that are literally weaning off their thyroid medication. That one, I will say, please do not go cold turkey ever. Okay. Always talk to your doctor. That's number 1. Number 2, thyroid medication is the one medication, not the one, but in this particular question, if you're going to do that with your doctor and wean off of it, do not go cold turkey. That is not a good, yeah, Danielle just said she's so happy she's off her thyroid. And we weaned her off, or she weaned herself off. I shouldn't take credit for it. It took 8 months to wean off. But yeah, We talked about it, but that was her decision. And it's like certain depression medications. You just do not go cold turkey. The body, you have to wean off, or what are they? Oh, I was like, and yes, I would never go off of that. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I am not an expert in medication. I'm very knowledgeable, but I could tell you this much. There are certain medications like blood pressure medication. Carnivore literally fixes your body. Like, you'll feel it, and you just taper off, right? I don't know that you necessarily need to have your doctor's permission with that one. That's totally up to you. But there are many that you should just be like, hey, doc, because remember, your doc works for you. Say, I don't want to be on this anymore. Help me wean off of it. 7 months and was off money thyroid. Yeah, right, Tracy. Do you use condiments, mustard, steak sauce, mayo? I do not, Smiley, because it is not from an animal. That is me personally. That is not carnivore. With that being said, if you want to be in the ketogenic window, just make sure that it is clean. There are some clean mustards. Steak sauce, I would probably say no to. And mayo, make carnivore mayo. We make it all the time. Just guys, at the end of the day, this is a question you should always ask yourself. Did it come from an animal? What is in it? Flip that label around, right? And, make an educated decision. If you flip it around and there's a whole bunch of crap that you can't read and don't know what it is, try Googling it. That'll open up your mind. And just remember, natural flavorings is a term for sugar. I never understood why doctors would have someone on multiple medications for one single condition. Want to know why? That's why. So how do you get started on it? Lisa, very simply, remove all fruits and vegetables. Remove anything that is processed. Fatty cuts of meat, fatty cuts of seafood, water, salt, grass-fed butter, and eggs. I tell people, keep it simple when you get started. Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. Boom, there you go. And if you're needing some assistance or you want to, we're doing a 90-day awakening. Send me a private message. It starts on Saturday. And for 90 days, we are going to coach a bunch of you guys in a group setting. Way discounted from working with us one-on-one. But we're doing a lot of really cool things with it. Who's excited for the 90-day awakening? No fruits and vegetables. That is carnivore. If it doesn't come from an animal, we don't eat it. Tara's excited. I love your little hand raised, right? Who all on YouTube is excited for the 90-day awakening? What? Yes, Danielle. So Tara, since I know Danielle's answer, you've been in the academy. What's your most favorite part about the academy? What are you liking in there so far? So if you're in the academy, whether you're here or can I enter? I speak Spanish and little. Oh, absolutely, Carmen. Do you understand English? Because a lot of our stuff is in English, but yeah, I am Eastern time? You are Eastern time. I'll just reach out to you, Jeannie, when I'm done at the food bank. I'm going to have to research this. Yeah, you totally should. Hey, Lisa, do me a favor. Go in the link in my bio. Scroll down. You'll see free community. That is our free community on Facebook. There's a lot of great information in there. Just ask to come in and then you can go through all the guides. Oh, you understand? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you could totally do it then, Carmen. Simple and straightforward videos to explain carnivore. Oh, I love it. So Tara's talking about in our academy, we have a course. We normally sell it for $497, but we have it for free inside the academy, inside the 90-day awakening. And it literally breaks down carnivore and how to do it. So it's pretty cool. Thank you. I love that. Saturday Awake. Yes, that's when we launch it, Jeannie. But I got to make sure you can get inside the academy. I don't know why you're having a hard time. So let's figure that out today. Because I want you to go through the foundations course before Saturday. Well, it launches inside the academy. It's not a specific time. It's just we'll be actively like working through in there. So it's not a specific time. It just, that's the official launch day. All right, I have 2 more minutes. Get me the best questions you got. Let me answer them. If I did not answer your questions or you don't feel comfortable asking it here on the platform, you can always send us a private message. Oh my God, I know my husband is having the best time. His happy place is fishing. His happy place is fishing with his son or sons or daughter, any of his kids. He loves to fish. My husband would be fishing 24/7 if I let him. There was a weird noise. I was trying to figure out if it was outside because I have the door open for the dogs. It was like a really weird sound. Yeah. So any last minute questions? Are we clear on why dairy is not carnivore? It is animal-based or keto. Are we cool with that? And guys, one thing I would say to you, if you are doing cheese, please do not do that bad, that crap stuff. Like get a hard piece. Get a hard piece of cheddar or a hard piece of cheese. Grate it yourself. Get it as clean as you can. Make it be raw. Don't be buying that packaged crap because that is just plastic and God knows what else. Fun fact of the day, if you're not aware of this, guess who owns the #1 enzyme that goes into cheese? Anyone? I know if you've been watching this channel, you know. Go ahead, put it in the chat. If you know who owns the enzyme that goes into all the cheese products, the crappy ones that you buy. Yep, Sean. I figured it was going to be you or Danielle or Ashley that said it. Yep, Mark Hartman said it. Pfizer. That should make you go, what the actual F? Guys, Pfizer. Who is Pfizer? Do the research. When Pfizer first came together, when the guys from Germany that created Pfizer, guess what they did in the beginning? Mike, do you know this? What Pfizer really was in the beginning before they got into pharmaceuticals? I wonder if he knows. Sean, I don't know if you know. If you know, write it. Barbecue Mike, look what I have right here. One of your cutting boards. Oh, thank you. My girlfriend actually made it and had it sent to me. I don't remember. Sean, do you know what Pfizer was? So they were, so when Pfizer first got together, they were biogenetic chemical. Oh, hold on. I forget the term of what oh shoot, can I do it while I'm on? I'll have to, they did, but it was chemicals. It was bioengineered, but it was chemicals. That's what they first got into before they got into pharmaceuticals. How crazy is that? But there was an actual term for it, and now I just forgot because I asked you. All right, you guys. Well, with that being said, chemicals. Yeah, Lisa said it was, but there was something biochemical engineering. Yeah, but they did some things, but it was all chemical based. What they did, it was disgusting. And now they have the enzyme that goes in cheese. Makes you go, How are the lives going on YouTube? They're going great. We have 27 people on that, and you guys are all going to be on there next week. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys. Maybe. There we go. And bye, guys. Have a great day.